Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford has filed a preliminary injunction to block President Trump's executive orders on federal elections. The order, signed in March, mandates documentary proof of citizenship for voter registration and imposes restrictions on counting mail-in ballots received after Election Day. Ford, along with 19 other state attorneys general, argues that the executive order is unconstitutional, infringes upon state authority, and threatens to disenfranchise voters. They contend that regulating elections is a power reserved for states and Congress, not the president.